EACC Math Lesson Number 1, working with the order of operations. Well, big question mark here is why do we need an order of operations? Well, let's look at this simple problem that's written here. There's actually two ways I could do it. Number one, I could add the 2 plus 5 together first, and write that as 7, and take 7 times 3 and get the answer of 21. The second way is I could multiply 5 times 3 together first, and 5 times 3 is 15, and then add the 2, and I get the answer of 17. So which one is correct? So what's the correct order of operations? Well, here's a little acronym here that helps you to remember this order. It's called Pemdas, and I'm sure you've seen it before, and there are millions of different things you can do out there, but this is just one of them. The P stands for parentheses. Now, what it actually means is grouping symbols, because you could use brackets besides the parentheses. The fraction bar is actually a grouping symbol. And what it actually does is it changes the order of operations. It tells you to do what's inside there first. The E stands for your exponent, so evaluate any exponents next. The M and D, these are actually tied. You do any multiplication or any division, whichever comes first from left to right. And then, last but not least, you're adding and subtracting. And again, those are basically tied. You do whatever comes first from left to right, left to right. Okay, so if we follow this order of operations with our problem over here, there are no grouping symbols. There are no exponents. There is multiplication, so it says do that first. So we have 2 plus 15, and then add, finally, the last step. So the correct answer was 17. Okay, so again, quick review, PEMDAS. P stands for parentheses, which actually means any kind of a grouping symbol. E is your exponents, do those next. MD, multiplication and division, those are tied. You do those from left to right, just like the arrow's pointing. And the last thing, you're adding and subtracting from left to right, whichever comes first. So, looking at our problem, we do have a set of parentheses here, so we need to go inside there first. So we have 4 plus 2 plus 5 is 7, and that's still 7 squared. Take away 8 divided by 2. All right, next we have our exponent, so I need to do the 7 squared, so I have 4 plus 49, take away 8 divided by 2. Okay, next we have any multiplication or division. Well, I do have a division here on the end, so I have 4 plus 49, take away 8 divided by 2 is 4. And now last we'll go through and do our adding and subtracting. 4 plus 49 is 53. And 53 take away 4 gets us back to our 49. Alright, so PEMDAS. Parentheses or grouping symbols, exponents, multiplication, division, adding and subtracting last. Okay. This has several grouping symbols, so you go to the innermost one first. So we leave our 4 and our times and our bracket here, and then 5 take away 3 plus 6 is 9, and we still have that as square. So now we do the second grouping symbol, which is our bracket. So we have 4 times 5 take away 9 is a negative 4. I'm going to put that in parentheses, and I want to square that. Do our exponents next. So we have 4 times negative 4 times negative 4 is positive 16. And last, then we multiply. 4 times 6 is 24, 4 times 1 is 4, and 2 more is 64. So again, following our order of operations. All right, next example. Well, we have some parentheses here, so we know that's where we need to start. So we'll leave our 2 cubed alone for right now. 4 plus 2 is 6, so we'll have a 6 squared, and then we'll have divided by. 7 take away 4 is 3, so we'll have a 3 squared, and times 5. Okay, evaluating all of our exponents then, 2 cubed is 8, 2 times 2 times 2. 6 squared is 36, divided by 3 squared, which is 9, and then times 5. Let's make that division symbol a little better. All right, so next we do any multiplying or dividing, whatever comes first from left to right. So we have 8 plus 36 divided by 9 is 4, and then times 5. 4 times 5 is 20, so we have 8 plus 20, and now we can add those together. So our final answer is 28. Okay, this is the end of the lesson. If you have questions on the problems in front of you, please don't hesitate to contact the math teacher. And as always, remember to keep calm and use Pemdas. And this little guy's got some Pemdasing to do there.